Shannon, which quarterback will he end up with?
First of all, Skip, I want to say this trade makes no sense to me. But I believe they'll end up with Josh Rosen because I believe Josh Allen or Darnold will come off the board first. I also believe somebody's going to come up to the Giants' number 2 pick. This makes no sense. Why would you go to 3? What this tells me is that they got virtually the same grade on 3 of these 4 quarterbacks, Skip. Because you're telling me that you're going to allow someone else to pick, well, I'll take who you don't want. Nah, if you're going to come up to the 1 spot. You got the ammunition. You got the first. You can flip first-round picks with the Browns. You got all those. You got all those picks. What are you doing? Just come on up.
Well, you did force Cleveland's hand because now Cleveland almost has to take a quarterback with the first pick. Because before this, Cleveland could just sit at 4 and say, "Hey, nobody's going to take it. We'll get the pick of the litter at 4, right?"
But guess what? Buffalo got the arsenal to go on up to 1. They got 2 first-rounders. They got 11 and 22?
Mm-hmm. They could go up there.
So they can come on up there to 1. Somebody can go up to the Giants pick at 2. And here you are in the 3rd slot. Nah. You're going to allow 2 teams to pick your quarterback for you. That's not the guy. For me, I would have gone up to 1, and that way I can sit back and pray. I ain't worried about nobody jumping me. You give up all that, Skip, and you're going to tell me, after all the tape that you watched, after going to these young men pro days, that you have the exact same grade on all of them. Because that's what you're telling me. Because you have no idea who's Cleveland's going to pick. But I do believe somebody's going to come up to the Giants. Now, the Giants might be sending out smoke screens, say we love Eli, trying to get somebody to buy really, really high.
Possible.
You give me 2 first-rounders. I'll flip with you. And you give me next year's first round and next year's second. But this makes no sense to me, Skip. This is no man's land. Maybe if you go to 2. But the 3, Skip, 2 teams are in front of you. Someone still can come up and get the quarterbacks, get Allen, get Darnold. It's hard for me to believe that they believe. I don't know. Look, I get it. There's a lot of pressure on the Giants to get this right. They've been searching. It didn't work out quite as well as they'd hoped with Mark Sanchez.
The Jets.
The Jets. Hackenberg was a major disaster. Geno Smith was a major disaster.
Bryce Petty, I still like, but they didn't. Hasn't worked out.
They got McCown. They got Bridgewater. I don't know what the hell. I don't even know what the hell they're doing. You signed Teddy Bridgewater for 1 year. You re-signed Josh McCown for a year, and everybody knows you're in the market for a quarterback. So what the hell you got all? Just don't know what they're doing. They need to call me. But what they should have done is use that artillery to go on up to the number 1 slot instead of dilly-dallying around and fooling with the Colts at the 3, because the Colts are going to be able to get the guy that they want at 6 and accumulate a whole bunch of draft picks, not that they know how to use them anyway.
I say with the 3rd overall pick in the draft, the New York Jets should take Baker Mayfield.
In New York? Yep. You must be out your mind.
That's exactly why I would do it.
You're crazy.
I would do it. Baker Mayfield will be fueled by the New York media. He lights up to the media, and he responds to criticism better than any quarterback I've seen in a long time.
He'll be fueled by the nightlife in New York City.
That would be the downside to this. If you could keep him upright, if you could keep him out of the Manhattan nightlife, whichever club you want, you would have the perfect New York anti-Giants quarterback. You'd have the perfect anti-Eli because you would own the back pages with Baker Mayfield, because trust me, he would be a story a day. You would hope those would be on the field in the locker room stories.
He's going to own page 6, too.
Well, he could.
Yeah, Joy. Page 6, you didn't think I know about that, did you?
You know about page 6. Yep. So, Baker Mayfield is the most ready of these quarterbacks to play next year, and I believe you could throw him right into the fire, and he would be just fine for the Jets. And right now, the Jets are down. They need to fight for the back page headlines with the Giants. I'm not sure the Giants are much better, but they still have Eli. It's made to order because, to me, if it is Josh Rosen, I just don't believe in his mental toughness. And I think he would crumble under New York media fire in a way that Baker would thrive on it. So, again, long-term, Baker Mayfield will be much better to me as a pro than Josh Rosen if, and I know it's a big if, he's got to stay out of trouble. And
Skip, you can't take a guy, you can't take that position that high and then hope. You got to know definitively that this is the guy that we can count on. And we can't hope that. You can't, not in this situation, Skip, because guess what? They're not picking any more quarterbacks with this regime. You miss on this one, you're up out of there. It's as simple as that.
I can't believe this regime is still there.
Exactly.
To start with.
So you know, look, maybe the owner, Woody Johnson, he's the ambassador to somewhere. Yeah. So maybe he don't know what they got going on over here. Mm-hmm. But when he comes back and realizes what they've done, he going to get them up out of there. Skip, you cannot hope. When you take a quarterback and you take him in the top 10, basically you're saying, well, if you take a quarterback in the first round, you're saying he's a franchise. But when you take him that high, you got to know everything. He has to check every last box. And there can be no asterisks. There can be no question marks. Because if it is, no, sir.
What I love about Baker Mayfield is he is by far the best leader of these kids at the top of the draft. He turned around that whole Oklahoma program.
Skip, Oklahoma was always Oklahoma.
I'm just saying, he lit a new fire there that I had not seen before. He was even overcoming the lack of fire in Bob Stoops.
You did know he lost to a true freshman.
Well,
he lost to a true freshman.
Hey, Roquan Smith, you don't think that defense?
No, true freshman. Yeah. Beat him head to head, made big throws. Throws that he couldn't make late in the ball game in overtime.
Make some big throws. Boy, did he make some throws in the first half, first 3 quarters?
Whoa, no.
Did he not light them
up?
Hold
on. You love the second. Hold on now. Now, when I tried to give you the same scenario, tell you about another guy, there was a guy that was left-handed, Joy, that played terrible the first 3 quarters. But the last 5 minutes of the game, when the money was on the table, Skip Bayless says,
help me out. Who had the better defense, Georgia or Oklahoma?
Whoa,
help me out.
Who had the better quarterback?
No, you're changing the subject. Who had the better defense? It's not even close.
But we knew that
I have no idea how Oklahoma got to that game with the defense they had or did not have, because they didn't have much defense. They didn't play much defense all year.
No. In the Big 12, they don't play a whole lot of defense.
Georgia can really play defense.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that.
Yeah.
But the Heisman Trophy winner, everybody was saying they had never seen a guy that can throw the ball in the speed like Oklahoma. Woo, man, as soon as they're loaded.
He put it on them.
No, he didn't. They put it on him.
No. What was the score? I can't remember.
A true freshman. A true freshman. And then you want to talk about he wanted St. Nick. He didn't want to see St. Nick and that stink knocker he got down there. He keep it down. National champ.
He would have laid 40 on them.
We're not letting, guess what? We'll be back in the Alabama Invitational again. And guess who won't? Oklahoma. But that being said, Skip, I don't think that's a recipe for success to put Baker Mayfield in New York. Maybe, he'll be the leader. Guess what? He'll take over Odell's place. He'll be leading the guys on the nightlife in New York. Yeah. He's going to, they already talk about, he's Joe Namath. No. I don't need you to be Joe Namath just yet. I need you to win something first. Then you can become Joe Namath.
Broadway Baker. I like it.
Yeah,
okay, got a ring to it, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, I'll tell you what's going to be ringing. Woody, Baker was out last night till 3 a.m. That's what's going to be ringing.
I don't mind if he's out till 3 a.m. It just depends what he ingests. That's all I care about.
Skip, you do not want your quarterback out at 3 a.m. in the morning. Now, you know better.
If he's sipping water, I'm good.
I don't care what he's doing. What he doing, studying the playbook by the jukebox?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.